Around the same time of the Air Max 1 bubble release, they also dropped a pair of Nike Air Max 1 slides, which are very, very interesting and unique. So today's video, we are going to take a further look into these. To start off with boxing, we don't get anything special. We just have the normal standard Nike slide box, which is a red and white box, the same as the kind of normal shoe box. However, it's obviously a little bit smaller for the slides. And then as you can see from the label, we have the Nike Air Max 1 slide, and we have it in the colorway white, university, red and black. This is the Nike Air Max 1 slide. As you can see, the whole concept of this, it's supposed to be like a trimmed down version of an Air Max 1. We have seen this before with the Air Max 90s as well as the Air More Up Tempos. I definitely think it is an interesting concept, so I was really eager to get my hands on these to see what they were like for myself. If you are interested in getting these, I would recommend going true to size. I went for my normal size, which is size 7, and they fit absolutely perfectly. We do have to talk about one thing first, because these come in with a really hefty price tag. These come in at £75, $75, which I do think is very, very expensive for a slide. However, this isn't kind of your normal slide, I guess. This is an Air Max 1 slide, so it is a bit different, but at the same time, it is a lot of money for a slide. Let's take a closer look into the details and also try them on to see whether they're worth this money. As I mentioned before, this is basically a trimmed down version of an Air Max 1. So as you can see, the midsole and the sole are almost exactly the same as an Air Max 1. You obviously have this visible air unit, which I think is one of the best parts. This is what makes it look so unique and kind of stands out to other slides. The strap on the top of this slide is supposed to represent the whole entire of the upper of a normal Nike Air Max 1 trainer. So we've got it all condensed onto one strap. The strap is mainly made out of this white mesh, which you can see on the bottom, and then we do have some overlays. We have this grey suede overlay, and then we also have this red. The red does feel a lot more like felt. I'm not really a fan of it, because for me that's giving, when you touch it, it feels almost cheap. At the same time, it is a slide, so you're obviously not going to get those premium materials that you do usually see on a normal trainer. Then as well, on the grey suede overlay, we have the beginning of the swoosh. We have this red stitching, which is basically the top of the tick. I feel like that's a really important feature to have on this slide, because otherwise it kind of just looks, I guess, like a normal slide, but that kind of, you know, signifies the Air Max 1 trainer for me. Then on the top of the strap, we do have the Nike Air Max logo stitched on as well. Then if we take a look underneath the strap, we do have this kind of fleecy sock lining. It does feel nice. It does feel kind of comfortable. You've got enough padding there. Then at the bottom of the slide, we have the red rubber midsole, and then we have the white outsole, and then of course we have the air unit. Turning towards the bottom of this slide, I absolutely love this, because this is literally like a Nike Air Max 1. We have the red, the black and the white. Now this is the part that is probably the most disappointing. This rubber is so hard. This air unit is literally feels like it's doing absolutely nothing for the comfortability of the slides. As you can see, when I push my hands in, there's just no give. It's just hard rubber, which I'm not a fan of. I just think with this price tag that there should be a little bit of comfortability, at least for what you are paying. The only comfortability that I find of this slide is the padding. When you put your foot into the strap, I do feel like it's nicely padded, but I feel, you know, that's not really where you want all the comfortability to be. You want it to be on the bottom of your foot, because it is a slide. Overall, hand on heart, I could not recommend these because of the price tag. I just don't think they are worth the money. However, I do think if you're an Air Max 1 enthusiast, these are like a nice collection piece, because I absolutely love the concept and idea of them. Personally, for me, I'm not the hugest Air Max 1 fan, so I'm absolutely happy to have a pass on these. I just still feel like the design, because it is a slide, it kind of looks like a knockoff version. Basically, if I hadn't bought these and hadn't seen these before on Nike, I would definitely assume that they were fake. They did actually sell out on Nike as well, so people out there must love them. They also do come in another colorway, which is the white and black colorway. Colorway wise, I do prefer, I think, the black and white. However, this is kind of like the OG colorway. They have been released in the US. I've seen the black and white colorway, but in England I have not seen the black and white colorway, but I think maybe in the future months this year that they will drop. Let me know in the comments below whether anyone has picked these up. You know, maybe after a couple of weeks they've broken them in and they're more comfortable, but personally for me, I just do not see it. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with all my latest videos, and I'll see you guys next time.